Hello Outliers, Justin here at Team Experience in Bristol, and we're doing a video today to introduce you to our Outlier Challenge winners that we had in Bristol. We'll get a little bit more into the Outlier Challenge and what that entails in a little bit, but first we're going to introduce Team Teach, which is Melanie and Amanda. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Melanie Young, or Mo, as most people call me. I've been at CrossFit here for 3.5 years. I'm a teacher, hence Team Teach, and I guess that's it.
I'm Amanda Sidnor, and I've been a member since 2018, and I'm a 5th grade teacher.
Yeah, Team Teach, and they also tied for first in our 2021 Outlier Challenge. So, what we're going to talk about today is what they went through, what happened last year with 2020, the treacherous year. So we're going to pick up there. So tell us how you felt physically and mentally after 2020. Because last year, both these two did really well in the 2020 Outlier Challenge, and we hit a little stump and roadblock in about March when the gym and everything went to crazy. So who wants to go first?
I can. So won the Outlier Challenge last year, and then COVID hit, and I panicked and went to Sam's and bought $150 worth of, I shouldn't say a bad word, snacks and shelf-stable, foods.
Hashtag prepper.
Yeah. So that was the end of the beginning of the end, whichever. But just thinking, oh, I need these foods, and because you can't buy any meat and crazy stuff. So, going into the summer, even working out every day, like through, what you provided, online training and all that, I was just like, I gotta get these snacks out. So of course, instead of getting rid of them, I ate them all, and like 20 pounds came on, and it wasn't a quick 20 and a lose it quick 20. It was, I just kept it through the summer, and then I kept it through the fall, and until this last challenge, it just stuck. So it was just a weird, stressful weight gain that I just couldn't get rid of.
How'd you feel emotionally?
Oh, terrible. I felt embarrassed, honestly, to come to CrossFit, because I thought, well, I've lost this weight, and then I've gained it all back, and it was probably the heaviest I've been since I've been to CrossFit. I mean, it's a different, I don't know what the word is, but proportion, because I know I'm more muscular, but it was just embarrassing to come and not be able to do some of the gymnastics things that I had done. Like, I was scared to do a handstand push-up. Well, I can do those, but when you gain 20 pounds, that's a lot of weight to have to, keep up. So it was, emotionally, I just felt down on myself.
I think we can all share that. Amanda, physically, emotionally, 2020?
Well, when COVID hit, I had my daughter was a senior, so I took a lot of stress on that she was going through, and I'm an emotional eater, always have been. And so even though she and I would work out, because she's a member here too, she and I would work out, my husband and I would work out, I still would, like Mo did, had that food in the house that the temptation was there, and I just couldn't resist the temptation. So, like Mo said, quickly the pounds came on, and just like she said, I felt embarrassed that I had gotten to a point where after the 2020 Outlier Challenge that I was happy with myself, and then here I felt like I had just let myself go. And then when my daughter went to college, there's more emotions that my whole entire life was changing, and so I ate more and more, and I remember it was a running workout, and I think I texted Mo and another member, Alicia, after I got done, and I remember I was running an 800, and I was so mad at myself because I could feel that I had slowed down, and I could just feel that my body was so different than from when I had ran before, and I was so mad at myself for that. And I knew at that moment that I had to get a grip on the food and my emotions, and then plus, going back to school, we were having to do in person and teach virtually, and 2 days in, I decided that I'm not a virtual teacher, and it's just a challenge in itself, and so I would rely on food then too. But I definitely that run is what kicked my butt into gear, that I had to get a grip on life and get a grip on myself.
Yeah, I seen a stat today, actually. If you hear anything in the background, they're doing mile tests for time, so everybody's running through the door and collapsing. So if you hear anything weird, it's probably that. There was a stat that was released today. I think 61% of people had gained, on average, I think 29 pounds, or something like average person to gain 29 pounds, something to that extent. I'll try to find the graphic and put up on the screen, but I think we all.
Oh, his graphics are great. You gotta love it.
This one may be a little bit more serious, but we'll try to throw some funny ones in there. So 2020 comes around, everyone is thrown into chaos. Daughter missing half her senior year, heartbreaking, and then going to college, Mo, prepping food. Rob and I did the same thing, so like that's understandable. It's like, is the world going to end? What's happening? So coming to that, we kind of get back to normal, I guess. We opened the gym back up May 1st, I think is what it was, but didn't really get back to like normal feeling. I'd say in the past couple months, I would say, because it was still kind of like, oh, watch yourself, do this, do that, do that. All right, so we're coming off COVID, and then about August, September, we did a mini challenge. So every year we have one or two mini challenges or competitions where we do either body weight change or just a certain type of diet to stay on it, or we'll do some macros at a discounted price for people. So we did a fall one, and these two, along with Alicia, won that one. So I'll put that picture up right now, but did extremely well. And I don't know, this is me looking from outside in, kind of kickstarted y'all back on a decent path.
Yeah.
And then came into the Outlier Challenge, which we do every January. This is our most complete, complex, and the hardest challenge we do, which covers our 4 pillars, which is nutrition, movement, recovery, and community. So this year, unlike past years, we did partner challenges. Every year before that's been individual, and we kind of got some really good feedback from the challenge that y'all won in the fall. People like being on a team, so we dropped it down to couples, and they won. What were you looking to do or gain or get out of the Outlier Challenge 2021?
Losing that COVID weight. I mean, because we had done well for the little mini challenge in the fall, September, October time, and just going back to that helped a little bit of the COVID weight, but just doing that even more. And also the challenge of, we always do the FIST protocol, Amanda and I do, and then being challenged with the zone diet. So that was, we're pretty good with community and with recovery and all that kind of thing, but being challenged for us to really measure and weigh and all that kind of stuff, our food, that was more difficult. It was more difficult for me.
Yeah.
Because for me, it took a few minutes. It took like 4 weeks to really actually finally start seeing something. And so the good thing for me with the partner challenges, I would have quit. I was telling my mom, I'm going to quit this. If it weren't for Amanda, I'd quit. And so I'm really glad it was a partner, because it made me stick it out, because I couldn't quit because of her, So, and I'm glad I didn't.
Amanda, what were you looking to get out of the Outlier Challenge?
I was excited. Well, when we first started, I wasn't excited about the zone, because I didn't understand how going from the FIST protocol that I've done in the past with the other challenges, and then going to the zone diet where there's like tons of food instead of just small portions. But I was excited that, to me, it was an easier transition to keep with that after we finished with the 2021 instead of the FIST protocol. So, but like Mo said, if it wasn't for us having partners, I probably would have thrown in the towel a whole lot sooner than finished it. So.
Yeah, so we got a little heads up, because we were talking about, like, everybody's kind of been wading in and out of the water of, oh, I'm eating healthy, I'm eating like crap, or oh, I'm working out harder, I'll just skip today. So 2020 kind of messed everyone, us included. Like the coaches, just like, well, I don't want to do this today. Like, I remember doing the hero's journey at the house and running up and down the hill. It's another workout we do here. And it's just like, I hate this. It's just like, I've been eating bad. So we all get off track. And then one of the members who you'll hear from as well, that also won and tied the Outlier 2021, Josh Pope. I was like, we're thinking about either just doing normal or just making it harder. And he said he wanted harder. So, all right, sounds good. There's a quote from Penn, I think it's Penn and Teller, the magicians. He said, nobody wants to brag about walking up the hill. They want to brag about climbing Everest. So we wanted to make this challenge as hard as possible. I think we had half the people participate, but I think this has been our most successful challenge that you've ever done as far as overall body transformation and instilling those habits. What would you recommend for someone who's in the same slump that you all are in? Amanda?
I know this sounds horrible, but just suck it up. Just suck it up and, just start small. Start with one thing. Don't feel like you have to jump in and start brand new with everything. Start small and build on each week or each couple of weeks or something like that. But definitely, if you're hesitant about coming in, my only regret was I didn't start sooner. And I think that's what I hear from everyone who starts is that they regret that they hadn't started sooner here.
Makes us happy.
Yes.
Makes us really happy.
I agree. I would say find your community, and here at 10 Experience for 423, we have a great community, not only just with the coaches, but then I know my 6 a.m. crew. I don't want to work out with anybody else but them. But I can come in anytime and find that support. So I would say find that support or that partner or that friend that's going to hold you accountable. Just do it. Just start somewhere. Start with either making sure breakfast is super healthy, and or just start coming in every once in a while to a class here.
Saturdays are free, 9 10 a.m. in Bristol, 10 a.m. in Morristown, I think it is. But
and it's for like you all modify for anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
No matter what level that you're at, you don't have to be super fit to start out.
Yeah. It's like we have 6-year-old kids, 7-year-old grandmothers, we have national level athletes, and any and everything in between. Like, it's really awesome. Community's the biggest thing, I think. I'm not putting words in your mouth, but that's what I like. I like the social aspect of it. My mouth runs 24/7, so it's really good to have awesome, hardworking people like this that kind of help out. But I don't know, anything else you want to add?
You're a great coach.
Oh, that's hashtag favorite. Hashtag favorite. It is now March 20th-ish, somewhere through there, I think. So we ended the challenge mid to late February. How is the diet and lifestyle coming along? I know most people's not going to do the recovery portion as much. How's at least diet and exercise?
Not gonna lie, I've fallen off track a couple of times, but instead of wallowing in it and staying off track, and the next day I get up and I go every Sunday and make sure that I have my meals prepped for the week, my snacks, my breakfast, everything. Once again, Mo and Alicia are great support systems. We send each other our menus every week and swap recipe ideas. So, but it's easier to get back on track.
Awesome.
Yes.
Mo?
I would say the same, because my birthday is beginning of March, so I always kind of a couple weeks there get a little off track. But to me now, after was it 6 weeks, the zone has been kind of ingrained in me, and so I can't not look at a meal and think, okay, is that a 3-block meal, and so it makes it easier to. If you want to go to macros, that's fine, but you're gonna have to start somewhere. So zone kind of helps me base plan, and then if I need to, add or subtract something, then that's fine too. But
Zone
on the zone. No, that out.
Last thing I forgot to mention, your results. Like, what over 6 weeks? How'd your body transform?
It was. I lost the fat that I wanted. So, I want to keep on doing it. But I lost my COVID-20 plus a little. So.
23, is that what you turned in? 23
26.
pounds? 26 pounds. That's crazy. That shows you.
But we had a prep week.
Yes, we did have a prep week, which we allowed them to count, which was, we won't get into the weeds, but it was mostly a low-carb diet with some fasting built in, along with some fitness protocol type stuff. So it's a little bit more complicated than I just made it, but did you both do that? Did you do that? Awesome. Amanda, how'd your body transform, and I can even say mentally, how did you transform?
My mind was a whole lot clearer, definitely, especially for work. I was able to focus more throughout, and my kids were really great at school about, they were even asking me, like, what are you drinking? Like, because of my shakes and stuff like that. And so they would even ask about updates and everything, but like, I think it was 16, but I forgot mine already, 16, 17, something close to that. So totally like Mo said, I didn't see the results in the beginning, but then like the last few weeks they started. So I was really happy.
And that's how most diets kind of work. You got to get through that 3 to 4 weeks of this sucks, like, hey, this is not working, why am I so mad? And then it's like everybody's like, all right, you're just giving this amount of calories, we got to do something, we need some more energy, what are we going to do? And it starts getting the good results. That's what we do.
I will have to say, sorry to interrupt, but that the meal prepping is a huge thing for me. So she does it on Sundays, but I do mine on Saturdays. And once you get the whole week, you're not scrambling at the end of the day when you're tired and exhausted, like, oh, I'll just run by, Chick-fil-A real quick. I mean, you've already got something made. So that was a huge thing for me, is that planning it out and batch cooking or meal prep or whatever.
Yeah, let's talk about decision fatigue is a huge thing. The more decisions you have to make throughout the day, as the day goes on, the later it gets, the more likely you're going to make a bad choice, because it gets tired of doing the hard things. Hard things are harder to do. So hard things kind of get out the window. Like you said, it's like, Chick-fil-A, I can get some grilled nuggets and a fruit bowl, which is not the baddest thing you can eat, but it's probably not the worst or best you can eat either. So that's about it. Anything else you want to add?
And we got a cheat meal.
And they got a cheat meal. I
forgot that was a good one.
Yeah, so every one day a week they were allowed one cheat meal, and she still lost that much weight and that much weight.
I took every cheat meal.
Yeah,
I did
didn't
as well.
skip one.
Yeah. But it's I don't know. I think that's a little bit more sustainable if you can kind of
I agree.
look to it.
So
I don't want to have a cinnamon roll.
That was one of the things that I really liked about it, because I need to learn how to cheat and then immediately get right back on it. So that was a very good thing to learn.
Absolutely. Guys, consult your doctor. If you want help, come see us, email us. We do it every January, but that's too long to wait. We'd love to see you soon. That's about it. Everybody, 10 Experience CrossFit 423, 5 Rivers CrossFit. These two did awesome, so please send them some love. We will be starting a new online platform on Locals, which is an app that you can download, and this will be in the future. Y'all will probably be on there. So this will be in the future. This will be on YouTube first, but we may get censored for COVID. That's one of the reasons why we are going to be branching out and doing something a little bit different in the future for a small fee. I think $10 a month or something like that. And we'll be doing 3 to 5 videos a week. So similar stuff to this, talking to community, talking nutrition, talking movement, talking recovery. We maybe do some fun stuff like interviews and ice baths or something like that. So if y'all want to do that.
I am doing really good with my cold showers.
Are you?
I'm still going.
Girl, very good, very good. That's awesome.
I'm doing really good. Sorry, Zul.
That makes me happy.
That was my last one. I did not miss the cold showers.
That's hilarious. But guys, thank you so much. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Send some love to these two, every social media, and thank you all.
I'm a Pisces. I'm single.